Okay.
Lord, thank you. Okay,
So go to the outgoings.
there he goes.
We're
Okay. Lord,
Ah.
thank you.
Ah. We're sounding good. Okay.
We sound
We're
good.
sounding good. Okay, you can.
Okay, I can get off the double phone.
Yeah, he's about to watch ourselves. Hi. We made it to
Hey.
another Goins Live.
You're so pretty.
Thanks.
Another Goins Live indeed. We made it. And persistence.
I was like consistency. Persistency. Persistency. You're combining them.
Fervent. Stincy.
What?
Fervent. I'm just fervent like you say.
Oh,
Fervent.
yes. Oh, okay. You weren't making up a new word.
I was just adding different words and putting consistency at the end of it to see how it worked. But anyways.
I love that. Well, so we're back. We said we would do a Goins Live every Saturday. And it's really just an opportunity for Ryan and I to recap our week with all of the things that we have goings on. Mm-hmm. And we want to always touch on the main 5 pillars. 5 means grace.
Yeah, 5 pillars. Marriage. Parenthood.
That's kind of a one combo, kind of.
It's a combo, but we keep it separate.
Right.
Because you can't lose your love.
No.
Oh, let me just.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
So he really wants some. And all husbands, I mean, they should do this when they want some, and we should too. So it's not, but I'm just laughing because he already put me on notice that, we need to, and I was like, got it. It's noted, and at some point today, before the clock strikes,
we gonna be live
up in here. Not out there. Goins goodies.
Yeah.
Goins guidance. Keep it goins and get goins.
Yeah. So 5. So yeah, you're right. Marriage in family is 1. Touching on business.
Yeah.
And just because it's our business doesn't mean that it's not principles or experience or wisdom or systems that can work for any business, whether it's a product or service.
Yes.
Our nonprofit, like the give back. I think a lot of times people forget that we call it sidebars when we go in a different direction, but a sidebar is a lot of people don't realize that your giving is tied to your prosperity.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
Yeah, giving is definitely tied to your prosperity. So that and like you said, Goins guidance, spiritual life. Quoting Darius Daniels, he said, "It's not the only part of life, but it's the most important part of life because that part of life bleeds into every other part of life."
For sure. Well, where should we start? Because what pillar do you want to start in?
Rock, paper, scissors. Now, we were talking about business and get goings. I think that's a good pillar because of the experience we had this week with the customer that was very excited about the work that we did.
Yeah.
We got a referral, or she got a referral from one of her builders that we met at a building show in Los Angeles.
And just for context, for those of you who don't know, we do own a pest control company. I'm licensed, he's licensed. We do all general pests, rodents, bed bugs, ants, spiders, you name it, roaches, all of that. We're both licensed, but then also termites and anything that's destroying wood like dry rot, fungus, and stuff like that. So continue.
So she heard about us and she already has a pest control company that's a bigger conglomerate that she uses, but she was recommended to get a second opinion, and so Get Goins was referred, and we had a great conversation with her. And as per protocol, we sent over our inspection agreement, and when she got the inspection agreement, she, to her point, didn't have the budget or didn't want to pay for an inspection.
We don't know what the reason was. She was just attracted to the free inspection from the other pest control company.
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about this a lot, and also in our other show entity, Pest Talks, where, I've always been attracted to free things, right? Living in California is not cheap, right? But at the same time, free doesn't always equate to excellence because, when something's free, it's quantity over quality usually, right. And then the quality suffers. That's usually the case because if everyone was doing free stuff, it's like if a hairstylist was like, yo, I'm doing free hair on Saturdays, unless it was a give back, but it's like, oh, I'm doing free hair all the time. Or, even hairstylists started to charge for consulting because people would come in there for an appointment and they'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do it. But it's like if they just sat there and did a consultation for you, that could have been somebody else in the chair. So it's not uncommon for people who are offering a service to charge for an inspection. So
yeah, not at all. And, our experience has shown us that when we switch from free inspections in order to get a potential project to paid inspections, the paid inspections brought a level of seriousness from the consumer.
Right. That means they were ready to do something about it.
And it also, not that we weren't doing great inspections when they were free,
right.
But it caused us to be more excellent because we're actually getting paid to give an inspection, which by law has to be tight.
Yeah.
In our industry, inspections have to, they have to line up, and it just made us more excellent. And,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then, one of our caveats is, we're not going to charge somebody for an inspection necessarily and then and not give that inspection fee back within 30 days if they hire us to do the work.
Yeah.
Because most people are putting their free inspection on the back end of any
Yeah, they're making
estimate.
up for it on the back end.
What do you think about that? Do you think customers understand that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like this mind freak. Like, do you not think that they're going to get the money on the back end? Like this, I don't understand that. Like,
I feel like, and this has happened a lot, and I'm sure other people who are in the service industry can probably relate to this, but when you're offering a service, for us, we're offering to inspect your pest issue. And usually when you're calling us, you own whatever you're having us inspect, your business, your home, your property with tenants, renters, and stuff like that. So you're already making money and you need your property or business or structure to not have pests. Otherwise, it could affect your money. Right. So if I'm coming to make sure of the pests you call me about, because you could call me about, man, I think I got bed bugs, and it's a carpenter beetle. Or I got roaches. Well, which kind? Because that's going to determine what I do.
Right.
So I don't know. Time is we're taught really that time is valuable.
Right.
So I feel like if I'm coming to inspect your situation and I'm there an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how big it is, I feel like that's a fair ask to say, okay, this is the inspection fee based on the size of your property. The size of your business, what I'm inspecting for, because some inspections I got to put on PPE to protect myself. So I just, I feel like pest control has just been this industry that's been looked down upon, or like, you just coming over to spray. It's almost, even I can be honest and say, I never looked at the person coming to spray my apartment when I was renting and looked at them like, man, you went through rigorous testing to get here. You went through rigorous training to get here. I mean, you're just spraying. I can go get Raid and spray, but I'd rather you do it. So I just think the stigma of pest control is like it's this lower level industry that you shouldn't have to pay much for. But that's why we are the way we are. We're like, I want to educate you. I want you to know. I want you to leave my inspection or my treatment with all of the knowledge you could possibly have, so you don't get here again. Like if all I have to do is come once and that's it, awesome. That means that's great. But I just don't want you to be spending money for me to spray something you could have did.
Are we not protecting their health?
Oh my God.
When people will say, are those chemicals dangerous? They're chemicals. But is the pest that you're dealing with dangerous? Yes.
Yeah, it could shut your business down. It could get the health department involved.
It can cause bacteria,
yeah.
their feces. So I think, again, it's important for us to be professional.
Yeah, we always are. We're like, no problem.
And to ignore the hype. Like, I'm at the point now in business to where you have to the noise is going to be there, but you have to not let it stop you from pursuing what you're supposed to
exactly.
do. Yeah, so
it makes me think, and I don't know where you want to shift next.
Shift. Go ahead. Just
because you said, blocking out the noise, and where we go to church, our spiritual covering, our spiritual father, he even says when he's teaching specific things that are for people who want to go to a higher level of anything, he charges for it because that filters out people who aren't serious.
Yeah.
So it's there's anybody out there that is doing something that's offering you knowledge and solving your problem, you're going to pay for it. So I don't know why pest control's but again, we're changing that because pests aren't going anywhere. They're just simply increasing. So, so let's get to Keep It Goins. Keep It Goins is our nonprofit foundation. And I was able to talk to the neighbor of the family who was dealing with the super rat infestation in Irvine.
Yeah.
And there was a family that made the news in Irvine, and you can Google it, but it was a really, really bad rodent infestation, and the city had to get involved. We were, as a nonprofit, Goins to get involved, but they already made moves. The city got involved. They had their person who has a city contract help them, but they still needed clothes and different things. They wanted, because they're selling their house. So long story short, we didn't have to get involved because they're selling the house. Yeah, and that was the whole thing. They're going to sell their house and whatnot. But again, this rodent infestation is what caused all of this.
Right.
So anyway, I had a chance to catch up with her, and she said that everybody got sick.
Yeah.
So they are right now timing because where they're staying at right now is temporary.
Right.
Once they leave where they're staying at, they're staying with a family member. Once they leave there, they can't go back there. Right. So they're trying to time the selling of the house to when they can go stay in an extended stay, and then the GoFundMe money that they had, they can use that to stay, at the extended stay while the house is being sold. So Keep It Goins is just, that's something I know we really, 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 really want to see explode this year with helping people. And we do have an exciting event.
Yeah, we do.
At the end of the month, January 30th on a Friday. At a branch office of Chase, a partnership with Chase Bank.
Near SoFi Stadium
in Los Angeles. SoFi Stadium, yeah.
It's a hybrid event, so if you can't make it in person, you can make it online. We've already had posts about it on all social media. Keep It Going, so that's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. And you can go on there and you can get all the information, or you can DM us directly.
Yes, RSVP, it's worth it. It's free.
It's free.
Look, we was talking about free inspections. Those ain't free. But this event is free. Yeah. And it's financial health workshops. So they're going to be teaching some good things financially. It doesn't matter where you are in your financial journey. The people who end up coming to us
as a nonprofit
don't have the money to pay for pest control. Right. So it will benefit anyone in the space of, I need to grow, I need to save. How can I do it? How can I prepare for the future? What am I doing now that can be improved to help me financially?
Shout out to Chase Bank.
I know.
Knowing that they are a business that is going to invest and hold and deal with people's money, and they saw the fit that our nonprofit is. Again, they're, like she said, to help people that may be in a season that they can't afford pest control.
Yeah.
But the pests are not going to stop coming. So how beneficial is it to where we're able to come in, help someone, and then also have an organization like Chase Bank give tools and even more resources to help people never be in that position in case that was happening. And I think it's an amazing collaborative partnership. And Keep It Goins is just, it exists to help people that can't help themselves. And that is, segueing into, Goins Guidance.
Well, wait.
Okay, well, I just kind of
one last thing.
I felt it.
No, I want to go there. I just want to say it's January 30th. It's a Friday from 1 to 2:30 p.m. So it's in person.
Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific Standard Time. So even if you're watching this from way somewhere else, not in California, not on our time zone, you can RSVP to get the link to tune in online, but you can also go in person if you're here. So I just wanted to reiterate that point.
And those who are there,
and you can be an entrepreneur too, like us. We're going to learn stuff too. It's not just for people who are struggling. It's for anybody.
I want to believe that. I think, and I'll verify it, but that their food will be available for.
There's definitely going to be some snacks. There's definitely going to be some food.
And people in person and refreshments.
Yes, and I look forward to that.
That's
Amen.
refreshing. So
okay.
So Goins Guidance, the hub of life,
Yeah.
At this point in my life, if I didn't have an opportunity to meditate, which literally means to speak under your breath, if I didn't have an opportunity to spend time with God in the morning, which is my time, it's not everyone else's time. Let me make that, because people have different and better times that work for them.
Like I do.
Right. But for me, I just it sets my whole day with the right perspective. Mm-hmm. And by perspective, the way that God has impacted our life with the grace of God, it is that we believe that our day is already planned out, right? This is the day the Lord has made. So that means your day.
He already made it.
Yeah, so you can rejoice in knowing that your day has blessings throughout, because God is such a good God, to give his son to die for us, to rise again, in order that we could live in that day through him, and really just, shut down all the noise of life that's negative, unfortunately, people, friends or family or enemies. Yeah. You're unbothered by that. And that's something that...
Being unbothered, though, that's...
Yeah. Unbothered.
That's not easy, but again, I love, shout out to Prophet Lovie, our spiritual covering, and Mama Mags, how they've definitely taught us another level of being unbothered and how to be unbothered. But also, we love Darius Daniels and Pastor Prince and Creflo. We listen to people who teach grace, and I didn't really, about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Hopefully it didn't hurt anyone's ears. Just how to be unbothered, because like you said, you meditate in the morning, and we're tagging all of our entities to this live, so you can go check out Goins Guidance and the grace devotionals that are there to help you. They help me. I wake up with our daughter Grace to his devotionals. He's already done them. Yeah. And that's my flow, because she wakes me up out of my sleep to nurse. So whatever dream I was in, whatever I was doing is cut. And now we're here. So I appreciate that the Lord's graced you with that time to share, because yesterday's, I know you were working on today's before this live, but yesterday's was powerful, because we all struggle with works, trying to do things. Mm-hmm. And when people hear, oh, you're a Christian, they assume you're religious. Yeah. And religion is tied to, laws and different. I mean, I don't know how many people may see this that are, not spiritual or not religious, but religious, when we say grace versus the law is everything in the Old Testament, everything that, the 10 Commandments, all things that are very, very important, and we're a part of the journey to grace. But it's hard to get out of your own way and allow the Lord to take care of you and to do things rather than you doing the things. So it's a everyday thing to labor, to rest and watch the Lord do the work, and you receive the grace. Yeah. And it's not that you're just sitting here doing nothing. I mean, right.
It's almost like
it's hard. I think it's hard for that moment to go off if you've been raised religious.
Yeah, I mean, so to your point, if you're defining religion, it really means, it literally means return to bondage. Bondage doesn't necessarily have to be a negative connotation in that you can be bound to brushing your teeth. That's something that you should do, right? You should.
I did it before this life.
Right. If you don't return to that bondage, then people will be in bondage to your bad breath.
Right.
So religion just means something that you're constantly doing as a ritual, in essence.
Right.
But what it does is you lose the essence or the heart of what it meant. The law is not bad.
Right.
Right. The law is good, but we couldn't keep the law because it's so good.
Right, because it's perfect.
It's perfect. So you had a perfect man that became flesh keep a law perfectly and then give us the righteousness or give us the results of the law apart from our keeping the law, which is why it's grace. It's a gift.
Yeah.
So now I have the gift of righteousness that the law demanded by grace.
Right.
So now the law is actually pointing to me and saying, you're perfect because I received it by virtue of another. That's grace and that's life. And that is something worth living every day. It's almost like if you got to get from point A to point B, and you travel on a horse versus a car versus a plane versus you getting teleported, you're still getting from point A to point B, but you're getting there now in a different mode. Right. Or you're getting there with, the higher you go, it's getting there with ease. Even a plane is in the air, but you know, if you can teleport, that's even quicker.
Right.
So it's like a lot of people are living below their grace. They're living below life. You're living below how good life could be to you.
Yeah.
And so that's why, you know, Goins guidance, obviously it's a branded term, right? We're being guided. You know, we're just branding our last name, Goins guidance, but it's really the grace of God that makes life easy because it's unfair. Grace means unmerited favor. It's not fair. How did you get that? Well, you can too if you decide to go the grace route. Yeah. Because that's how good God is.
So like a tangible example would be yesterday my sciatica was super bothering me and it just started this week on both sides. So we took Holy Communion, we prayed about it, and then we received the grace of healing. Yeah. And I was still in pain, and I was like, oh, Lord, I'm in pain. I'm still in pain. And you had to ask the Lord to give my wife the wisdom of what to do after Holy Communion. Yeah. So after stretching on a ball and all that, I was like, okay, I'm nursing. What else? Because I haven't taken any Tylenol, any ibuprofen, any Advil, nothing since before I had Grace. So it's been 2 years since I probably had anything. The minute I heard I was pregnant, I was like, I'm not taking anything. And so I'm just used to not taking anything, and I thought I still couldn't. So grateful that the Lord was like, here's some wisdom. I want you to take 2 Tylenol. It's okay. And I took the 2 Tylenol and I put Grace to sleep, and I forgot that I took the Tylenol. So this is that laboring to rest. Like I just received the grace of healing. I put her to bed, and then I'm going about my business, and then I was just like, I don't feel any pain. Oh my gosh, Lord, thank you. Hallelujah. Wow. I'm healed, man. Holy Communion. That's what I was thinking. And then like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes later, I was like, oh yeah, I took Tylenol. But it wasn't my first thought. And that's what he wants. You know, it made it it actually made my healing easier because before we did Holy Communion, right? Before I took Tylenol, I stretched. Like I did all the practical things. I had a heat pad, on my back, and I was doing all the things. And it was not working. I mean, it was like temporary relief. It really wasn't. So one could say, oh, well, it's because you took Tylenol. Yeah, but I wasn't thinking about Tylenol until he said, Lord, give her the wisdom. So the wisdom that the Lord imparted on me was to look up, could I take something? Now that may sound stupid to somebody else, but if you fall in the spirit, it's not. It's very real.
No, it's what because
it came. The healing came easy, so fast. I just that's the part that I think it may take some deprogramming and church brain, like deprogram, as Papa says, church brain, because you will still think, yeah, but this is what did it. But it's like, yeah, but where did that come from?
Yeah, well, I'm over here salivating, but this is it's always polite to let someone finish and listen. So I made sure I listened, and as I'm listening to her, it brought me back to what Pastor Darius Daniels said. He said, spiritual life is not the only part of life, but it's the most important part of life. Mm-hmm. So what you did as a spiritual person under God's grace is you went to the Lord first.
Right.
Yes. Could you go take Tylenol immediately? Yes. And will it probably relieve your pain? I'm sure it will. But because you decided to do something that was wise first.
Yeah, spiritual
first. Then you're able to get that. And that brought me to Proverbs chapter 9, verses 4 and 5.
Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. As for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, come, eat of my bread and drink of the wine I have mixed.
So what happened is you went to the Lord first in the realm of needing your body to be healed through communion.
Yeah.
And when we receive communion, notice how wisdom, type of Christ, even though it's using a feminine noun, said, hey, if anyone who lacks understanding or is simple, come to me first.
Right.
Partake.
Yeah.
And then God led you to do your research.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes for later on in life.
Exactly. When the other scenario comes and if your knee-jerk reaction is always to solve the problem without consulting with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Then that's so temporary. He's gonna be so many other things. Life is gonna life, and you're gonna be running out of options. Yeah. You're gonna be like, what? I did this, and then you're gonna be like, Lord, I did all these things. Can you help me? And he will, because he's gracious and merciful. Yeah. But that's harder. I don't want harder. No. I'm tired of harder. Everything in life up to before I got married was harder, and it's just so I'm like
working hard and dead works are not the same thing.
Now you got to break that down, because a lot of people, I didn't understand what works were.
Yeah, so the Bible says if it's grace, that means you're receiving somebody else's work and getting the benefit,
which is Christ.
Right. If you're not, then that means you yourself are doing the work, and you'll get the result of that. Mm-hmm. Two different,
which is inconsistent.
Yeah, it's going to be inconsistent.
Yeah, it's inconsistent.
And somebody, and it just is. There's just that versus that.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science that Jesus is invisible yet very real. So that means it takes your faith to tap into spiritual realm, which is immaterial, which is not tangible, but it's very real. The couch we're sitting on came from an idea that came from an invisible realm.
Right.
So it's not unrealistic to when you kind of take a second to like, oh snap, this is really the way it works.
Yeah.
So when it's a dead work, that means you are taking your own insight to know how the outcome will be based upon your research, whatever your works are, whatever your experience, right?
Yeah.
And at the very end of it, what is the result? Somebody can say, well, I have amazing results. Well, I don't know your life. I don't know the way you're thinking internally. You don't know your tomorrow. So it's a dead work, because it's not a work that was given to you by somebody else's effort, which was Jesus's.
Yeah.
When it's somebody else's effort, that makes you feel gratitude, right? Mm-hmm. Does that make you work hard? It makes you work hard, but it doesn't feel like work. And that's what hard work is. Hard work is actually receiving the grace to have something that you didn't deserve. Now I want to work hard because I don't deserve it. If I got something I didn't deserve, I'm thankful.
Yeah.
That produces real work or real effort.
Yeah.
When you don't think that somebody else did something for you, and you have to do it, then your hard work that you think it is really a dead work.
That's so deep. And before we go to marriage and parenting and food, I was sitting here looking at you, and I'm like, man, your teeth are so white. And I'm wearing, so we are also shouting out Truly Free, which is a platform that's very similar to Amazon in a sense. It's a marketplace that you can buy stuff, but they specifically sell products from businesses that are non-toxic or low toxicity, because you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's about all natural things and mission-based. That's the most important thing. It's mission-based brands. Right. So, for instance, I'm wearing a shirt that says Grit and Grace, which is, what do we call it, oxymoron?
Right, Grit and Grace. But I guess it makes sense based on what we just said.
That's true, right? Grit and Grace.
If Grace is there, then your grit is birthed out of Thanksgiving.
Okay, I like that.
Right, great.
So this brand is Consider the Fields, and they have a nonprofit called Project Hope, in which they are helping parents stay with their children because many children that are put up for adoption or they end up in foster care, their Project Hope provides all these resources for women to thrive and be able to take care of their kids and not have to give them up to foster care. And so I'm wearing one of their shirts, and if you're interested in seeing, they have other shirts like God is Good and other amazing quotes on their apparel. You can go to the link in my bio and click on it, and you can purchase it through Truly Free. And Truly Free, Amazon Prime, we have Amazon Prime, and they charge you for that. Truly Free eventually will charge people to shop on their platform the way Amazon does. But right now, it's free. Yeah. So it's a new platform, but it is amazing. You should sign in, sign up, and take a look around in the store and see if you like anything. His teeth are so white because he's been using, I think it's called Primal Life, or if I'm actually editing a video that we shot of, it was a solution to gargle with, gargle with a natural, instead of mouthwash, which I'm known to gargle mouthwash for like 30 minutes when I'm getting ready in the morning. People are like, oh, your teeth are so white. Well, that's what I do. But I've been doing it with like regular mouthwash, whitening mouthwash. But the one that he got from Truly Free is all natural. So he did a mouthwash. They had the strips that you can do, and then the something that you can put on your teeth before you drink something that will stain your teeth, like coffee or something like that. Oh yeah, it's Primal Life.
Yeah, real white Primal Life.
Yeah,
real white Primal Life. It's amazing. I've been using it often, and thank you.
Your teeth look good. No, I'm telling you, when you see this video of his grill up close, it looks good. And I'm all about supporting businesses that have a mission. Yeah. And so yes, if you click the link in his bio, you'll see his collections, different collections that he has in there to shop with. So let's pivot to marriage and
family. So we were dealing with what we like to call the lying symptom. Because we walk in divine health. We're living in the finished work. So the lying symptom was Grace was not feeling well this week.
But you weren't feeling well first.
Yeah. So right after Christmas, before New Year's, my wonderful grandma, my wife's grandma, we had her funeral services in Las Vegas, and family came in for that, and that was a wonderful service. And one of my cousin's children just looked at me. It was like, oh, snap, you're black, and jumped at me and hugged me. I don't know if that was it. But
my white side of the family.
Right. I'm jokes. And I just was like, okay, cool, and held him.
Yeah, he's only 2, and he's so cute. But I was like, he's got a cold. His snot was endless. Yeah. He was coughing.
And so, I guess, my immune system is wonderful. But I had a little bit of a cough and scratchiness. And, took some NyQuil. And this was after New Year's, and then I felt great, not realizing that I love my little daughter so much, and I just didn't put two and two together. So she ended up catching what I had.
Yeah.
And it's just it's tough because she's so small and cute. And, to hear her coughing when you have the phlegm like an adult, it's like, no, but you have to kind of let her deal with it. So
I know.
She hasn't been over this past year sick too often.
No.
But when she does,
it's tough.
It's tough just because it's just tough.
She's a baby.
She's a baby. Yeah.
And then, she's 11 months, so, she can't say what's wrong, but we know what's wrong. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't want her nose blown, so we have a little thing where we suck the snot out. And I love my baby so much. She don't, the nebulizer, all these things, she's like, I don't want it. And so I was like, well, I'm going to suck the snot out directly. Like, I'll put my mouth on and I'll do it. She hates all of it.
That's what she got to try foo-foo because I think that's how that works. Anyways.
But now you can hear I'm a little nasally.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, good Lord, like, just get it. It's making his rounds to get up out this house.
Yeah.
So that was tough watching her not feel well because, again, she's so cute.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
Grace.
So, she's coming up on a year. And so she's standing in her playpen. She's smiling. She's reacting. She knows. She said Merry Christmas, which was amazing.
She's mimicking.
Yeah.
Man, I just...
Because, we were obviously never parents before. So it's brand new to us. Brand new entrepreneurs, parents, right? So it's like, I know people have had their experience, but every parent will have their own experience. I guarantee it. If you don't have a kid,
oh my gosh,
this is what I would do, put it this way. For people that don't have kids, I'm not going to impose myself. I'm going to say,
oh my gosh.
I may just give my experience and say, you're going to have your own. Because
wait. He had me laughing because last night, also, he got a chance to have a guys' night last night, which I loved. It was wonderful to see him get dressed up and go fellowship with other men who, have great things going on in their life. And it was wonderful to have him get out. And then I had a friend come over and her and I were catching up and stuff. And
she wanted to smell me when I got home.
Oh, Lord. I was like, where you been? Just messing around. Like, where you been? Come here, let me smell you. Let me check you out. But her and I were talking about, she's a mom and her daughter's 26. Okay. So she was saying, offering unsolicited advice. We all mean well, but I know I'm with my baby every day. She's not in daycare. I'm working. She's right there with me. I'm working from home. We're together 24/7. And the only other person that's around her 24/7 is this man right here. And so we know our child.
Yeah.
And again, I know we're learning. I know but you're an uncle, I'm an auntie, like this isn't, and so people will be like, man, I thought about a couple times, even at church, if someone's like, you think she's hungry? Like,
not the Sandra voice.
You think she's I know if my baby's hungry and I'm nursing. Like, I'm nursing her around the clock, but people mean well, but still people just start, have you did this? Did you change your diaper? It's like, so I've learned, like you said, not to, unless I have a relationship with you, I'm not going to make suggestions, especially if you ain't got no kids yourself.
Right. And I'm not going to come up to
Right.
I'm not going to come up to a baby and ask to hold them. I'm not going to come up to a baby and kiss them.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I'm not going to do that.
I've never done that.
I don't want you guys to do that to my daughter.
Yes, if you're watching this, do not kiss Grace in the face when you see her. That is reserved for family members that are actually related to Grace, that we know, that we have a relationship with. Now, some family members, hey, we don't talk to you. You know who you are. Look, you can't do it, but you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying, for real. I'm not, like he said, even relationships with people that we do have that have kids, we're not running up and kissing them all in the face and doing or just picking up a baby. It still is It's more like, do you mind? Can I? Or I don't even ask. Just let them offer. Yeah. Let them offer as a parent. Yeah. Say, hey, you want to hold? You could hold her.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, okay, really? It's just don't just force yourself on other people's kids.
Yeah, that's something. That's a tip.
That's a tip.
That's a tip.
There's an unsolicited tip, but hey, you watched it.
Right. And I guess finishing it with marriage, it's marriage has been growing and wonderful.
Yeah.
Marriage is a great thing. I was thinking the other day, like when I was single, and it was like, if you don't have the gift of singleness, it's like, man, where's she at? Because being single is I understand the process, but
yeah,
you know, going to hang out with Men of Valor yesterday, knowing that they have wives, knowing that I'm married, and it was a different,
right,
wonderful experience for me at this point in my life. There's nothing wrong with going out with your single friends, but if they have a heart for Christ, or if they respect you, you know.
Yeah, because you can have a heart for Christ and be disrespectful.
And be disrespectful, yeah.
So the respect thing is important.
The respect thing, and that means you respect you respect the intention of another person,
right?
What they have going on,
exactly.
Their purpose, their future. You're not going to get into a fight when you go out in order for all y'all to end up in jail, right? Like that's what I mean, like male or female, right?
Yeah.
Being single should lead you to valuing yourself so that you can step over into marriage, which will humble you. Even if you have it all together, it will humble you. Even if you're ready for marriage, it will humble you because it's designed to be that
Even
way.
if you got money, you're successful, it will
humble you. Otherwise, you're not going to be married, because marriage is designed for you to turn selfishness to selflessness, and God designed it that way so that you can depend on Him in order to love who He gave you. So that perspective, which is still growing for me, is good. You know, when I was getting ready before I left last night, she wanted to make sure the downstairs was
was copacetic, for
good.
company.
And I have it in my mind to take care of that. But
he was still cutting his, he's still getting ready.
And so I was going to do it before I left.
But I wanted him to be on time so he could get about that. So
she was reminding me, about doing these things. And I said in a higher pitched voice, okay, I got it. She was like, don't you talk to me like that. I'm letting you go out. And I was like, yeah, she is. But that's a real marriage moment. And I said, in my growth in marriage, in my growth in marriage, I said, I'm sorry, babe, that didn't come out.
You did.
It was quick. I was quick. It was quick. It was like, I'm sorry, I didn't even mean for it to sound that way. I mean, I started pulling trash cans in.
That's because he was like, because I really want some. And I don't want to ruin it for tomorrow. So I need this to go well.
But then we read Proverbs. If you lack understanding, simpleton, come take anyways.
No, but
it's wise.
You did. It was so quick. And I was like, yeah, you been out all day? What do you mean? Like, I've been with the baby all day. Now you're going out tonight? Like, excuse me? You say, get your tone together. Who you talking to? And it was it's so quick, but that's what I love. I feel like in marriage, as you grow, these little moments, these little riffs, tiffs, whatever you want to call it, it's not that they certain things become less and less. Like things are going to get on your nerves. It's just your partner's going to get on your nerves. I got to sneeze again.
Bless you.
Thank you. But dwelling on it and dragging it out and like, your ego wanting to be right.
Yeah.
I just think that gets less and less, but again, it's the spiritual side.
Yeah. I want to say, bless you for those who are married, going to get married, or single, and thinking about this. You have to ask God to help you. Give room for your partner to fail.
Right.
Okay, like if you take anything else from this life, take this part. You have to give people room to fail.
Yeah.
You have to because
yourself.
Because you fail.
Yeah.
You have, and give yourself. Marriage works easier when forgiveness leads, right? There's levels to failing. So I don't want to get into that, right? Because there's some failures that end marriages. But I'm talking about not those failures. I'm talking about the ones where you get in your mind and it starts to turn negative towards your spouse. You need grace there because that's not the reality. God loves your spouse just as much. God just as much as he loves you.
Yeah.
So you have to give in learning over time. It doesn't happen overnight, but you have to ask God for help to help you give your spouse opportunities to fail. She did, because before, when we first got married, that would have,
it would have been a big argument.
A big argument over nothing. But that's the beauty of that. So that's one piece of advice that I would give.
And then I'll say too, I went to Daughters on Tuesday earlier in the week, and Daughters is what Mama Mags teaches once a quarter on the second Tuesday of the month, and Papa actually taught that night, and it was just so beautiful because he really spoke to us as daughters in Christ, and it was very encouraging to remind all of us of the favor we were born with already. So again, like our identity and knowing who you are prior to marriage, you will really discover who you are comes out even more
1,000%.
In marriage, because the wife is meant to increase you. The wife is meant to, so when people are like, what you bringing to the table and all that, and I've been there in my 20s and in my 30s, you know what I'm saying? When I was dating, like, men asking me, what kind of car you drive? Or me wondering what they were doing and how much money they were making. And these are not bad things to be successful and to have enough money to do the things that you want to do.
Right.
But it's not what leads you to the person you're supposed to be with. That's not what should lead you there. So, yeah.
Or it shouldn't be the only thing, right? Fruit is good. The fruit of fruit is attractive, right?
Yes.
But you have to look at the root, right?
Right, because I knew people driving, nice cars, Mercedes and whatnot, and it was 8 people in an apartment.
There you go.
And it wasn't an 8-bedroom apartment.
There
but
you
it
go.
was just to have nice things and to have all of that. But you didn't have, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have your own spot. Because you really wanted, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really wanted a $100,000 vehicle instead of getting property. But again, my mind wasn't even thinking that way then. So, yeah. So anyway.
No.
Yes.
But, yeah.
Okay, well, let's finish with food. Goins goodies. You're still on your sweet potato kit.
There is a slight texture difference if you boil sweet potatoes versus baking them. It's still the same sweet potato, but I just found that certain dishes go better with boiling sweet potatoes versus baking it. And so I'm kind of getting more into ways of getting to the finish line, multiple ways, and seeing what dishes complement one another.
You left some mashed potatoes in there.
I put it away.
To tearing that up.
Some sweet mashed potatoes.
And you are gonna make Grace a birthday cake for her first birthday.
Yes.
I've never seen Ryan bake dessert or do anything from scratch. So this will be a very interesting Goins goodies that I'm looking forward to tasting. I feel like I should participate in this creation.
We could both do it because it's our first birthday, and we could get a cake.
What flavor is it gonna be?
Now, if you're leaving that up to me, I do like a birthday cake / vanilla style flavor. That's just I've always been into.
Can it be gluten free?
Yes, I want to make it
almost like a brownie, like that kind. When there's no gluten in it, then it tastes like almost like a brownie. It tastes like a lava cake. It's just very not cakey.
Yeah, I got to do some super research on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but the research I did on a dessert that I created for Christmas. How about that one?
Well, it was awesome. Oh, somebody said something. Wait a minute. Well, hello, my favorite family. Hold on, let me get in close. Tony, so cool. So cool.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah.
so cool.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
Aw. We done talked a lot, Tony.
Yeah, but
you have to rewind the tape.
It's good to Goins live.
Yeah.
And to just continue to have a conversation about things that impact us and what we have going on, and hopefully for it to impact you guys and come and step into our world. It's let's take this journey in 2026 and continue and be persistent and consistent and not distant.
And Grace was asleep during this entire live. I'm grateful. She was in the last one. We love it when she makes her appearances, but it's also nice that she's getting the rest she needs.
Absolutely.
And I enjoyed this. I'm glad each week we'll come on live and we'll talk about, Get Goins Pest Control, the Keep It Goins Foundation, Goins Goodies, Goins Guidance, and everything that is the outgoings as being parents and being married and navigating this thing called life. And then, I love your guys' content and posts. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year to you too.
You know what? Do you have any questions for us? Is there anything we can answer before we jump off this live? Do you have a question for us?
Oh yeah, the Q&A. Yeah. And we're going to continue to make content that, we had pregnancy and then we had the first year. So our content slowed down. But as you can see, it's picking back up, which is good because it's a part of, we do it because we love to, if we think it's funny or good, we're going to put it out there, and then other people can say that if not. So that's how that works. But we got to get the Christmas decorations down.
I know.
Still moving towards that goal because it's beautiful.
I know we haven't turned any of the lights on, but so it almost looks like it's just this year-round look.
No,
but we know that it's Christmassy. I mean, but it's not as bad having them up still.
No, I love Christmas. You can take that to the bank 24/7. I'm Mr. Christmas. My birthday's in December. Grace is under the Christmas tree, so I think he said something.
Oh, let me see. Oh no, Monique. Hi, Monique. You guys are doing well. So good to see you guys. Praying God continues to bless you guys, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's so sweet. Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Yeah. We really, really appreciate it, and just thanks for. You could be doing anything right now on a Saturday, and you watching us. So we're gonna keep doing it. We don't care how many people are live or not. We're just gonna keep it consistent and. It's a blessing to do it. So we love y'all. May the grace of the Lord be upon you and rest upon you, and just have an amazing rest of your weekend.
Rest of your weekend.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Oh wait, y'all should have a reality show. Yes, Tony, you're acting prophetic. Yes, we have. There's some things we definitely have been working on behind the scenes. So you're not too far off. You're not.
You want to give him a little bit of improv with Sandra Ruford? Or say.
Oh, he wants to look. Well, so if I was, if I met him, how much older did I just age? So this is my Sandra impersonation, and this is Ruford, my husband.
I'm not working today. It's Saturday.
I know you're not working today, baby. You're not working. It's Saturday. Now, I do need you to deal with them garbage bins outside because it's been windy. And that wind blew things over. Okay, so I don't like when the Benz is out there and the neighbors is looking at us because we're one of the few black.
They need to mind their own business.
They are, baby, but when the Benz is in their yard or they have to drive around our Benz, it's now their business. And we're the only few black people in this neighborhood now. We got to be, come on now.
We done came on up.
Yeah, we did come up. We came up. Okay, we came up. We love our house. Okay, because if you was following us, Sandra and Rufus, 2 years ago, you would have seen what was behind us. Okay, our whole life was in one section.
We done came on up.
We done came up. Okay, so yes, so that's who I am. So from the United Kingdom. Oh my goodness. Monique is in the United Kingdom.
Hey, she is, isn't she?
She's in the United Kingdom. You know what? You're inspiring me, Tony. See, now I'm thinking we got to go live as Sandra and Rufus. I think we just need to go live as old people. That's what we go. You know what? That's what we're gonna do, Tony. Thank you for giving us the idea. We're gonna come on and we're just gonna go live as Sandra and Rufus because I think that's best. And sending you love right on back from the kingdom of United People. Okay, Rufus.
Thy kingdom come.
That kingdom come. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay.
Amen.
All right. Yeah. So that's Sandra. Look, we love doing Sandra Rufus. He had the old hair and
our old folk.
Yes. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be funny if we just did that?
Sandra Rufus.
We might need to do that on a different night. Okay, what's a good night to do that on? Because we do Saturdays for this. This is kind of chill. Grace will be looking at me like, this is my grandbaby.
My grandbaby. Like, this is my grandchild.
Hey, what's another good day? We got, that would be funny.
Sandra and Rufus is a classic.
Yes.
Improv and
improv.
Characterizations. Yeah, so fun. You know.
We need to do, that's fun. Okay, I got excited. You took me back.
Yeah,
that was fun.
In her Sandra voice.
Yeah.
But like I said, definitely more content. Mm-hmm. Just doing it from a place of enjoyment.
Thursdays,
and rest.
Look, Thursdays. I know Thursdays. We be in church on Thursdays.
Man, right.
Unless we did it before church. Actually, we could.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, because see, we killing bugs all day, you know what I'm saying? Or old school Sundays.
Old school Sundays.
Oh, that's so sweet. You know what?
Old school Sundays.
That could work after church.
Yeah. And basically that show, if you guys are able to go back into our archives.
Yeah, you got to go into our archives and look up Sandra Rufus. It's ridiculous.
We'll
share it to the stories.
Yeah, we'll share it to the stories. It just was a show that was based upon an older couple giving
topics
of relevant news, and it was pretty good. It was cool.
That would be fun to do live.
The Sandra
and Rufus show. Hey, we got okay. I like old school Sundays. All right, Tony, you got good ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. We really gonna get off because I'm hungry, and he need to do something about it.
Okay. All right.
Goins goodies. So later you can get the goodies.
Mokoro.
Bye, y'all.
Brandoro Kondaya.